Hey guys, what is up? It's Card Shuffler 99 here. Today we're going to show you guys this awesome trick. Credit to Hester 23 Bear CH. Make sure you check out his channel. He's an awesome channel going on over there, so make sure you check that awesome channel he has there out. And yeah, we're going to show you a cool teleportation card trick. Let's get right into it. So I would ask for a spectator to say stop whenever. Actually, they could touch the back of any card. Say they touch this one right here. And they selected the 8 of clubs, and then I'd ask them one more time to go through and touch the back of any card. This one right here, take it, flip it over, 8 of clubs and the 3 of spades. So that will be our selections for today. Once again, 8 of clubs, 3 spades. We'll take the second selection, 3 spades, place it somewhere into the middle of the deck, push it in, take the 8 of clubs and do the same exact thing. And we'll also go ahead and push it in. Maybe give the deck a few cuts like that. And you'll notice from the beginning of the trick, I had 2 jokers over here. What we'll do is we'll take the 2 jokers and place them on the deck like that. Here's what we'll do. Snap our fingers. We can actually get the 8 of clubs to appear between the 2 jokers. Now, I find that's pretty cool, but what we'll do is we'll take the jokers and we'll take our selection and we'll put it somewhere to the middle of the deck face up perfectly like that. From here, here's what we'll do. We'll take the jokers one more time and we'll see if we can do our magic again. Flip the jokers over, and once again we can actually get your selection to appear between the 2 jokers. What we'll do is we'll take the jokers and we'll set them down right there. We'll leave your selection there. But if we actually snap our fingers one more time, you can remember that we actually placed the 8 of clubs face up in the middle of the deck, and we can show you it's still there, which means, if you remember from the beginning of your trick, your first selection, the 3 of spades, was actually in between the 2 jokers. That's the trick, guys. Let's go ahead and learn how to do it. Let's learn how to do this trick. So what we're going to do is there is a gimmick with this trick, and I'm going to go ahead and show you this gimmick. You will need some double-sided tape, and you will need a duplicate. So let's learn what this is. It's a double face card. Now, you will need 2 identical jokers for this trick. Doesn't matter if they're guaranteed or not, or normal jokers. You can use any deck you want. Just make sure that they are identical or extremely close to the same so you can't really tell the difference. And then you'll take some double-sided tape, and you'll take any card from one deck and then another from another. So I have 2 8 of clubs from this deck, so you can use any card you would like. Doesn't really matter what card, but aces, whatever card you want. Just get a duplicate, and you'll take a couple pieces of double-sided tape, doesn't matter how many. Take the joker, place it on the joker, and then, yeah, you have yourself a double face card. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure it looks like one card. And yeah, let's learn the setup of this trick. So you're going to start with the 2 jokers. Make sure the joker with the 8 of clubs is on top of the normal joker. So make sure the normal joker is here, and the joker with the 8 of clubs is on top of that joker. And that's very important for this trick. You need to know that, or else you'll flash to your card or something like that. What you have to do is you're going to have to start off the trick. You can have the deck shuffled, but this card still needs to remain on top because you're going to have to force it. So you can have it on top or bottom. It doesn't really matter. Whatever way you're comfortable forcing a card, you guys can do that way. I'm going to show you what I did in the performance. So to force the 8 of clubs, what I did was I said, tell me when to stop whenever you'd like. So I peel off a couple cards. Right? Doesn't matter how many cards you peel off. Just try to get at least 2. You're going to stop right there, and you're going to say, this is going to take too long. Let me just spread through the cards. And what you're doing is, when you're peeling this card off, when you're peeling these cards off, when you say, I'm going to, spread the cards, you're going to put these cards under the rest of the deck. So when you're spreading these cards are actually going under them. So if you'll see here, it doesn't matter what card they select. These cards are always, or this bottom card, this 8 of clubs here, will always be like under the rest of the cards. So it doesn't matter where they say stop, like that card. When you push the cards together and square them up, it will always be the 8 of clubs. So let's show that one more time. So you peel off 1, 2, maybe 3 cards, and then you're going to just start spreading the cards out. And you're going to cover it with this card right here, so they don't see that these cards are going under the rest of the deck. So I'm trying to give you guys like an exposed view. This is what's happening, right? And it doesn't matter where they say stop. It's always going to be the 8 of clubs. So that's the card force. One more time. You peel off cards, and then you just spread the rest of the deck on top. Whatever card they select, you're just going to make sure it gets under the 8 of clubs, and then just square the cards up from the top, bottom. So we have to make sure the cards are square. Flip it over, and place the first card down. Now, there's many other ways you can force a card. If you want, you can have the card on the bottom. Maybe do like a Hindu force, where you take cards off the top. Something along this line, wherever they say stop, hit clubs, right? Something along the lines. Whatever you guys want, you can force the card any way you want. Maybe like a, say stop, and then you just peel off the top card. Or maybe you just have a break wherever the card is. And then you riffle down, they say stop, and you just lift up to the break, and then you just force the 8 of clubs. Doesn't matter how you force the 8 of clubs, and what I recommend is the next card. It is a free selection, but I do recommend you do it in a similar way you did the first card force. So, for example, if you did this one where you're peeling off cards, I recommend you do it in a similar way. I'm not saying you do this again and, tell me when to stop. No, never mind. I'm just going to spread through the cards. Don't do that again. But you can just spread through the cards and tell them to touch the back of another card. And then go from there. So that's what you guys can do. It doesn't really matter how you guys have them select the second card. It would just have to be, I would say, in a similar way. So if you did maybe something like this where you held a break and then, stop and then you force the 8 of clubs, then I would just probably do it again. So say stop and then just cut it right again to the top. So just make sure you're having them select cards in similar ways. That way they don't get too suspicious of this. And let's continue on from here. So you're going to take the 8 of clubs. And actually, you're going to take the first selection. And you're going to place it somewhere into the middle of the deck. Doesn't matter where. And what's going to happen is when you're pushing this card in, you're going to push down on this card like that. And that will allow you to get a break under the card or on top of the card like that. And you can transfer it to a pinky break. So one more time, you're going to take the second selection, not the force card, place it somewhere to the deck, push it in, push it down, and you'll get a break. Transfer it to a pinky break like that and hold it there. Next, you take the 8 of clubs or the force card, and you're just going to place it inside that break. Clearly, that's a little exaggerated. You're going to do the same thing, and you're just going to push down. From here, you're going to control both cards to the top. You can either give the deck a few cuts, or if you guys wanted to, you could do a double undercut. So you have a break, take half the cards, bring it to the top, and take another half of the cards and bring it to the top like that. And what you're doing is, it doesn't matter how you do this. You guys can do it any way you want. But just get the 8 of clubs on top of the second selection. So the second selection and the 8 of clubs. That's what you have to do. So any way you guys want, just get it in that order. 8 of clubs, second selection. So fourth card, second selection on top. And from here, what you're going to do is you're going to take the jokers. Now, if you guys have this 8 of clubs under the normal joker, what's going to happen is you're going to take the cards and you're going to flip them over, and there's just going to be a random 8 of clubs there. You don't want that to happen. So make sure you have normal joker, and then the 8 of clubs joker, and you're going to take them, and you're going to make sure they square up before you flip them over. So don't go like this, guys, because it's going to flash. So make sure when you're turning them over, you're going to take the jokers, square them up on the deck, and then flip them over. That way, there's no chance of that flashing. So after you turn the jokers over, you're going to snap your fingers, and you're going to show their selection appears between the two jokers. Set the deck down. What you have to do from here is you're going to reverse the order of the cards. You have to do this. So reverse the order of the cards. And from here what you're going to do after you reverse the order is you're going to square the cards up. You're going to do a pinky pull down. And you're going to do a double lift. So any way you guys want, just do a double lift. So you're flipping over two cards in this situation. So do a double lift. And then you're going to spread the cards out, and then you're going to flip over the bottom card. From here, you're going to take the selection, take it out of the middle, and you're going to place the jokers down. The joker should be in the normal joker on the bottom and the gimmick joker on the top. Take the 8 of clubs, their selection, and you're going to place it somewhere face up in the middle of the deck. From here, you're going to grab the deck again, and you're going to say, let's try this again. You're going to take the jokers. Now, as long as you have this 8 of clubs joker under the normal joker, you're going to square them up again, and you're going to flip them over. Now, once again, if you do not square them up, that's going to happen. So you don't want that to happen. So make sure they're squared up before you turn it over. And then you're going to do that. So after you flip them over, you're going to show once again the 8 of clubs appears between the 2 jokers. This time, instead of reversing the order, you're going to set the deck down. And you're going to do that same double lift. So get the break, do the double lift. And you're going to take the top, you're going to put it in biddle grip. And you're just going to take the top joker and bring it to the bottom, square the cards up, and you're just going to place them down there. From here, you're going to say, you're going to explain the trick to them. So, you remember how we placed your card face in the middle. They appeared in between the jokers. You can spread it out and show the 8 of clubs. My bad there, guys. That's still face up in the middle. And then you can spread these cards out to show the 3 spades was in between the jokers. That is the trick, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Card Shuffler 99. Peace out.